Welcome back to the Badass Broadcast, where we don't sugarcoat healing with pastel quotes and Pinterest platitudes. We rip the mask off, call back our power, and keep it blunt as fuck about what it really takes to rise. I am your host and favorite fire starter, the Queen Lady T, master mindset coach, self-love mentor, healing hype woman, and certified in more letters than your therapist fridge magnets. CBT, REBT, EI, ABCDEFG, you name it, I've studied it because my healing don't quit and neither do I. I'm being dramatic, but you get my point. And let's get one thing straight. I did not wake up like this. I am not Beyonce, and my flawless moment came after 3 breakdowns, 2 gallons of tears, and a mirror pep talk with crusty mascara and spiritual rage. This episode is for you, sis, the woman showing up when no one claps, the one faking confidence, not because she's a fraud, but because something inside of her refuses to give the hell up. Let's get into it. Let's rewind to the days I couldn't look in the mirror without cringing. I was exhausted, burned out, and walking around like a beautifully wrapped, nervous breakdown. But deep down, I knew if I didn't start speaking something new over my life, I was going to suffocate in my silence. So I stood there, puffy-eyed, breath shaky, and whispered, "You are fabulous." Did I believe it? Hell no. I didn't understand what all the hype was about affirmations because I'm like, this is stupid. But all the best of the best and the success of the successful, they all said the same thing. So, it must work, right? Some days it came out like a question. Other days, straight up sarcastic eye roll. But I kept saying it like a stubborn ass prayer because, baby, transformation doesn't start after the glow up. It starts in the damn bathroom, crying and clapping for yourself. Sacred as fuck. Now let's talk about affirmations. Not the Pinterest kind, the powerful kind. Everybody's out here acting like affirmations are some sparkly post-its for your feelings. But no, affirmations are spiritual warfare in hoops and lip gloss. They're not fluff, they're declarations. They're how you interrupt generational pain with your words. Were you raised on prayer? 'Cause me too. I speak to God, the universe, spirit, ancestors. I'm an equal opportunity channel. And affirmations, they're prayers you say with your eyes wide open and your shoulders back. True story. I once got called an affirmation influencer. And at first I laughed because I had agreed to do this gig at a church to be a guest speaker at this event. And I look on the flyer and I was labeled as an affirmation influencer. And I'm just like, well, okay. Hell yeah, I am. Because this isn't just cute content. It's soul surgery. And I will preach that until my last breath. Now, I am not at all a religious person, but I definitely believe in God. I believe in the universe. Honestly, I believe in everything. But when I got called to be an affirmation influencer at this event that was going on at this church, I was just like, oh my gosh, why did I say yes to that? Well, I said yes because my spirit guides told me to say yes, honestly. But I took the theme and I found affirmations. I made up affirmations to go with the Bible scripture that was the theme of the event. And it was a huge hit. And at the end of my talk, that everybody was absolutely like just in love with, to my surprise, I was asked what inspired me to be an affirmation influencer? And my answer is because affirmation saved my life. And I'm going to get back to that story in just a minute. I want to go back to when I first started looking myself in the mirror every morning and telling myself that I'm fabulous. That was my first affirmation, and I would say it every morning, sometimes with tears in my eyes. But listen, let's retire the idea that faking it means you're fake, because I absolutely had to fake it until I made it. Faking it means you believe in who you're becoming before she fully arrives. It's called faith in heels. I didn't start with a 10-year plan. I started with a Facebook group and some Etsy hustle. I collected certifications like infinity stones thinking they would give me confidence. They didn't. Because confidence doesn't come from paper. It comes from walking through the fire again and again and still choosing to show the hell up. And that's exactly what I did that led me all the way to this point. I showed up every day in the mirror and I told myself, you are fabulous. So I'm telling you right now, you are not behind. You are not lost. You are becoming and becoming. It's messy magic. Now, let me tell you about Corey. This is my bombshell sister I met in a dare group. 6 kids for me, 8 kids for her. We were basically paired up as a chaos bond, and bond we did. We ended up meeting in person for the first time when we shared a room in Vegas for a convention. And as we got to know each other and started talking about things outside of business, we were talking one day and she was like, you are such a badass. And I froze because I didn't see it. Now, my mentor, Miss Marilyn, that's who I thought of when I thought of a badass. And I used to tell my mentor, I want to be just like you when I grow up, half joking, half desperate, fully disconnected from my own power. And I remember once in a vulnerable moment, I told her, I am struggling so bad. Like I meant it. I was struggling so bad, or so I thought. I felt heavy. I felt lost. Like I was just like truly failing. And she responded with this grounded energy of someone who just knows. And she said, you are not struggling. You are becoming. And something inside of me just broke. And I cried because something in me recognized that truth. Even though I had no idea what that meant, I was becoming. But I felt it in every inch of my body. I felt it in every thread of my soul. But now I know exactly what she meant. I wasn't falling apart. I was unfolding. I wasn't weak. I was growing. I wasn't failing. I was becoming. And going back to when Corey said those words to me, when she told me I am such a badass, in the moment, I almost brushed it off. But then I caught myself. And instead, I just smiled and said, thank you. Because actually inside, I felt it. I felt it. My chest rose, my crown straightened, and I thought to myself, fuck yeah, I'm a badass. And so from that moment, my morning mirror meetings shifted. I wasn't just fabulous. It wasn't just you are fabulous. It became you are fabulous and you are a badass. And I said it every day until I believed it. And now my mirror talks have evolved even more. I don't just say you're fabulous. And no, I look at myself in the mirror and I remind myself daily, you are an unstoppable badass, and you're not done yet. And I say it like I mean it because I absolutely mean it. But again, I want to make something crystal clear. I did not wake up like this. This version of me, she was built through scream prayers, solo dance breaks, spiritual temper tantrums, and tears that could fill a damn bathtub. I've launched things that no one showed up for. I've been ghosted by people who I supported, who I thought would support me. I've clapped for myself in empty rooms. This is what becoming looks like. It's sacred. It's fierce. It's fucking brave. And 9 times out of 10, it's messy as fuck. So I say to you, if you're that woman right now, faking that smile, holding the tears, still getting up, you are not fake. You are becoming. You are learning how to be a version of you have never been before. Now say this with me. I am becoming the version of me I used to dream about. My voice is sacred and my truth is powerful. Even in the silence, I am seen by the universe. Now go to the mirror. Say it out loud. Even if your voice cracks, that crack is where the light gets in. If this episode hit your soul, share it. Let another queen feel seen through your courage. And if you're ready to stop circling your power and finally claim it, head to unstoppablebadass.me and book your free badass breakthrough session. No fluff, just clarity, power, and truth. And if you want to go deeper, DM me about the Design the Rise sessions. It's for the woman who's done blending in and ready to embody her divine design. Next week, we are getting all the way activated. We're talking healing the wound masculine, embodying the sacred feminine, and awakening the union within. Survival mode, that chapter is closed. We're stepping into embodiment, baby, where peace, power, and purpose start from within. So don't miss it. And remember, love bug, you are an unstoppable badass. Not someday, but right now. Let's get it.
This is your anthem to conquer it all. It's the Badass Broadcast. Feel the flame break.
Want to keep this momentum going? Join the Elevated Soul Tribe, my free Facebook community where bold souls rise together. Book your badass breakthrough session, a free 30-minute call to uncover what's been holding you back and shift the hell out of it. Love what you're hearing? Make a donation to support the show and help me keep these badass episodes coming. And hey, don't forget to like, rate, review, and share this with someone who needs a little extra badassery in their life. You are the magic. You are the movement. And baby, we are just getting started. I'll catch you next week on the Badass Broadcast.
With every word, let your spirit soar. This is the podcast you can't ignore.